Hi, we just finished meeting for intonation practice on Wednesday, May 24th. And we started with a request for what am I doing would be perfect, but too correct. This would be something that you maybe say to yourself when you realize you've made a mistake. You're like, oh, what am I doing? It might be doing or doing. So I have both options. What am I? The am reduces to what'm, what'm. What am I doing? The what and the do are emphasized because what is the question word and do is the action that you're doing. What am I doing? Or what am I doing? It depends on how casual you want to talk to yourself. Oh, what am I doing? What am I? What am I doing? And then the answer might be all kinds of things. All kinds of things. So kinds of, when the of is before the next word begins with a consonant, you don't have to say the V. You can just drop it and say So now it sounds like kinds of. All kinds of things. All kinds of things. And the same thing happens with kinda. So it's kinda hot today. Kinda. The of changes to And when you see this written, kinda, if you want to type it in an email or something that's more casual to your friend, we usually spell it kinda, kinda, but the A is still pronounced It's kinda hot today. It's kinda hot today. And trial and error. Trial and error. So the and gets shortened to just the in. But when you go from the L to the in, you're going to make a I. So it will sound like in. And then error by itself is one of those words like we had yesterday, horror. So air, your tongue curls back for the R. Excuse me, error. So you curl it back for air and hold it there and then make the noise again. Error, error, error. Trial and error, trial and error. And a long, long song. This was practice for the NG. So when you make the NG, the back of your tongue is going very high and touching the back of your mouth. So if this is the back of my tongue coming up and touching, and this blocks all the airflow from coming out my mouth and it has to go through my nose. So if you're doing it correctly, if you hold your nose, it will stop all the airflow. Song, can't do it. So when you pull your tongue down after that, don't pull it down too fast or it'll make the g noise. Song, g. If you say song, kind of slide your tongue back and don't let it have a burst of air, then you won't notice any sound at all. Song. I can hold it there and keep making the noise, the air through my nose. Song. That's it. But if you have another word after it, you need to move on to the next sound. A long, long song. Long, long song. Long, long. I'm pulling it down, but without any air coming out my mouth. Or that's how you make a g. When you make a g or a k, you're pulling it down and releasing the airflow that has built up pressure. So you don't have any built up pressure. A long, long song. And in order for all of us, in order will connect, for all will connect, love us and of us. So now the of is before a word that begins with a vowel. So now you keep the V and it will connect to the vowel. So it will sound like love us, all of us. In order for all of us. Now it will sound like love for all of us. So, however, it helps you to think of the sound, it sounds just like love for all of us. In order for all of us. In order for all of us to get there at the same time, we should take the same bus. I'm trying to think of a sentence you might use it in. Go south to the road. This to will change to t. So go south to the. Go south to the road. Go south to the road. Go south to the road. And hold the D. That little mark is there to remind you to not say road. And which road? The desert road. The desert. And hold the T. Don't release it. Desert road. And nope. Don't release the D and say road. The desert road. All right. What am I doing? All kinds of things. It's kind of hot today. Trial and error. A long, long song. In order for all of us, go south to the road, the desert road. And we had some words. So, individual words. Sweets is the same exact sound as sweets, the hotel room. So, sweets, I guess I'll just make sure we know this is candy. um, and sweets, the hotel room, sound exactly the same. The single suite is the same spelling as suit, which is clothing, but with an E. So I know that can be very confusing. Sweets, sweet, sweets, suit, just has a oo sound, suit. Quarterly, this QU is really a KW. So round your lips while you're making your K. The back of my tongue is making a K and my lips are rounded. Core, core. Quarterly, the T changes to a D. Quarterly, or even if it was just the money, quarter, quarter. And then quota. This one, same thing, your lips are rounded while you're making the K, and then they get less rounded and then more rounded. Quo, quota, quota. This one has 5 syllables, so it's way over here. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Antioxidant, antioxidant. And I'm going to put that little mark by the K to remind you that you don't release the K. Just hold the tongue in the K position. And anti can also be pronounced anti if you want to say antioxidant. It can also be pronounced without the T and say Annie, or the E can change to an Anna. You're going to hear it lots of different ways, but probably the most two common are anti and anti. And question. Now back to 2 syllables here. We did this, I think, yesterday. Quest, your lips round. Question, question. And language, round your lips. Gwidge, as you make the G, gwidge. And you're stopping the airflow to make a J, j. But as you release your tongue and it comes down, the air will go over it and it will turn into a zh noise, and that's okay. Language, zh, zh. But you can't skip the J and say language. You have to totally stop the air. Language, language, but no extra sound at the end, like a language. So stop making your voicing before you stop your airflow. Yeah. Oh, let's see, all of them. Sweets, sweet, sweets, suit, quarterly, quota, antioxidant or antioxidant, question, language. All right, so don't forget there's a second tab for words. We also do some of those on Wednesdays as well. All right, thank you. It was fun. And if you couldn't be here, I hope you can join us sometime. Or if the video is the only way you can participate, that's fantastic. I'm glad you're watching. And if it's helpful for you, share it with a friend. So thanks. Have a good night.